Hello and welcome to Roll and Vibe Skate Stories, episode number 4. My name is Matthew. I am one of the founders of Roll and Vibe, and beside me I have Clarissa.
Hey guys.
So yeah, as you know, this is a audio podcast where we invite skaters on to just find out a little bit more about themselves, and tell us why they like to skate and everything skating, really and truly. But yeah, and today we've got a special guest on the show. Now you may know this person on Instagram as cool.dad.blading, or you may know his personal name, which is Paul.
Hi there.
Hi there, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for inviting me to your podcast.
You're very welcome. It's always good to see you around. I like to see it. But yeah, as you know, like I said, Chris is gonna ask you a few questions, have a general conversation with you, ask you a few questions about why you like skating, everything else really.
Sure.
So yeah, are you ready to roll?
Ready.
Sure.
Pass the mic.
Thank you. So we'll jump right in. So we'll start off with what made you put on skates for the first time, or is it something that's always been part of your life?
So yeah, I'm an older skater, an over 50 skater. So I've been skating. First time I skated was quite a number of years ago. So when I was at university, I went traveling to America. Saw people skating in New York, skating in California. I thought, you know what, I want to get some skates and bring them back to the UK. So I did that, brought them back to the UK. I was living in Manchester at the time, and I skated to my local park, which was fine. But then I found a club that did lessons. So I did that for a short period of time. So I learned to do just basic moving on me inlines. Then the club shut, and then that was it. I didn't skate again for quite a number of years until my kids came along. And I went to like a roller disco with my kids. Did that for a while, but I was just at the time just like a dad skater, just going round
Circles.
doing circles, just doing basic skating, not really doing any proper moves at that point in time. And then over the years, I got a little bit better. However, as I wanted to continue skating, my kids said we don't want to skate anymore, and that was a bit of a sad period of time because I was enjoying skating that much. I found a skating club in Bury Roller Rink, and I went there every Sunday to skate, which was great. And then I learned how to do some slalom skating and do a few little tricks. But then the pandemic hit, didn't it? And unfortunately, that roller rink closed down. So during the pandemic, I did a bit of skating outside, locally to where I am. But then Googling, I saw loads of skaters online doing skating around Manchester, and you must have seen the same during the pandemic, which was it was quite cool. But then during my searches, I found a group called At Manx Skating, which is run by a guy called David and his girlfriend Saz. They're based in South Manchester. So I joined that club, and I used to go there. Well, I still go there every Sunday. To skate.
Nice. I've seen you down there. My leg was broken at the time, but I did come down and see you
I
down there.
remember seeing you. Yeah, you've both been down, so it's good to support the community. It's really good.
Definitely, and the skate community is very supportive, and it's a big community. There's still so many more people out there that I don't know, but yeah, each event brings more new faces, and it's not even like they've just picked up skating now. They've been skating for years. It's like, where have you been hidden? Like, there's so much inspiration as well when it comes to skating. So many different styles as well.
Okay.
So, what's your go-to skates then? Is it quads or inlines? What's your preference?
So I started off on I started off on inlines, which I did for quite a few years, and then end of last year I started on quads. The reason being is I wanted to learn how to dance on my skates, and I couldn't do that on my inlines. I didn't feel I could do it, and so I've been on a journey this year, like transitioning from being on inlines to quads. It's been a good journey. So now I'm involved in with quite a lot of the jam skating groups as well in Manchester, which is great.
Nice. Well, I started inlines as a child. So quads for me was a challenge. Beginning of last year is when I first tried them. They were horrible to transition into at first. Having to stand straight on top of wheels when inlines you can stand however you want. Like you've
Yeah,
got more control over your stance, but it is a big change.
yeah. Do you do inlines as well,
Me,
Matthew?
I'm more of a I tried inlines once and I didn't put them back on. I actually went out and bought some inlines just to try it because I thought, all right, mate, because I see a lot of street skaters in inlines using inlines. So I thought maybe it's best to do that because I had an interest in street skating. So I went and got some, but then I had them and I didn't put them back on. And I've got a new pair of looking quads instead.
When I got these quads, when I first got my quads, I could have just thrown them through a window because honestly, didn't like them at all. But I had to persevere. And as time goes on, you learn how to adjust the skate so it suits your style.
Exactly right.
Definitely. So have you got a specific style of skating that you do, or do you dabble?
So I dabble. So yeah, I've done park skating, which I do at projects every Monday, which is pretty good. Scary, but you know, there's some really good coaches there at projects to help you start at the basis and work your way up. I've done some street skating with the Manchester Street Skaters.
Nice.
I'm involved in all the communities.
Nice.
I've done some jam skating with the jam skaters.
So when you're skating, what feeling do you get personally?
So I say, when everyone asks me this, that skating just gives me joy. It just makes me feel happy. It's just the feeling of skating. I can be having a really down day. I'll just be knackered, but I'll push myself to go skating, and I can go around the rink once or around the hall once, and it. Just makes me feel really good. Makes me feel happy.
Yeah, for me, it's the same same feeling I get as well. And like Chris was saying not long ago, like most people that we've asked say it makes them feel free, which it does as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for me personally as well, it's like a happy thought. Like you said, it could be a down day, put your skates on, and okay.
Yeah, it does. It really does change your day.
There's also all the positive feelings, isn't it?
Definitely.
For mental health as well, it makes you feel better, doesn't it? It's really good for clearing the mind.
I don't think I've ever come across an angry skater, to be honest. Like you don't see, do you? Like there's not an angry skater out there. Like so, yeah.
Everyone's probably either smiling or just like happy when they've got skates on, going around the rink.
You know, it's nice.
Or concentrating on not falling.
Yeah. Well, that's the main thing. So if there's one person that you'd love to skate with, whether a celebrity or just someone local, who would it be?
So my go-to is a lady called Skatefresh Asher. Now she's based in Brighton. So when I was learning how to try and do things on my own lines, I used to go on YouTube and Google, and this was the person that came up straight away. And I followed her classes. She's really good. She does inline and she does quad skating as well. Does lots of tutorials. It's brilliant. With Manx skating, we're trying to get Skatefresh Asher to come to Manchester, and hopefully one day we will succeed.
That'll be good.
Yeah, because it'd be nice to meet her face to face. I've not met her face to face yet.
Okay. Could be coming. So, what's your go-to genre of music or like song when you're either out skating, street skating, or in a hall or something, or do you just listen to whatever's playing?
Yeah, so my personal choice is I've got an eclectic taste of music, but when I go skating, I tend to Shazam things that everyone else is listening to be honest. Make a playlist out of that. So it's going to be a mixture of tunes, because there's different tunes for jamming. You know, there's some chill out tunes just rolling around skating. But yeah, normally it's my Shazam playlist that I normally listen to.
It makes sense.
What about yourself? What do you listen to? What's your go-to?
Me, I'm a bashment girl, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So, and R&B, to be honest. But I want to practice more dipping because I just like the look of dips. So it'll be smooth R&B for me at the minute. What about yourself?
Me, I mean, I feel like I'm a bit of everything as well. It depends on my mood as well, to be honest. Like sometimes I just feel like I want to chill out and have a like. Sometimes like when I went to Paradise, I'd have music, I'd have my headphones on, I'd be skating just slow, but not at the fast pace as everyone else is skating because the music's playing. So more like a slow R&B, soul, hip hop.
Can you dip?
No, I tried.
You can.
I'm sure I've seen you dip.
You can.
I tried to dip, but it might not look like a dip. My version of a dip.
So I love it at your discos when people go around and the slow song comes on and everyone starts doing the dip.
Yeah, it's a lot of synchronization. It looks really
Yeah, and I remember when I came to your first Roll and Vibe day, and I saw people doing it, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And over time, I've been hooking up with the jam skaters, the Manchester jam skaters, and going to their sessions on a Wednesday and learning to pick it up. It's
you getting it?
and now I've been to one of your days and be able to join in there with the team.
Hey, there you go.
I'm not brilliant, but it's nice to be like it's part of that. Part of that group.
Exactly that, and that's the consistency and process practice.
Yeah,
there you
definitely.
go.
I like that.
But as most people know, we want our own premises. But if Roland by was to have its own premises, what would you expect from it, or what would you like to see?
So I think what you do already is just brilliant. I really do. The food, the music, you always the venues that you use as well in terms of the flooring is always is really good. I've got a finance background, so in terms of like looking at business as such, there's been quite a few skating businesses that have ended up not being very successful. And I suppose the community is quite big, but it's not big enough. So it'd be good for you if you get a venue to be able to find other uses for that space as well, so you can get other revenue to go towards helping the skating side of it like improve, because we want Manchester screaming out for a skating community, a skating venue somewhere that we can call our home. So it'd be good if you can get it off the ground.
Brilliant.
So, as you know, the skate community in and around Manchester, it's growing quite quickly, as we can see. Do you have any tips or any advice that you'll give to new and beginner skaters or anyone?
Yeah, so the first one, I think we all know it is about bending your knees and
bend your knees. That's what you hear. Bend your knees. Bend your knees.
Everyone says bend your knees. Yeah.
Something you have to do, though, right? It helps.
It's so true. And sometimes if you think you're bending your knees, you're not bending it.
Yeah, you're not. No.
Yeah, so you've got to bend those knees. And I'm not very good at bending them all the time. But I think the other thing is the equipment, the PPE equipment, like the safety equipment. So helmets, your wrist guards, the elbow pads and the knee pads. I think it's important, especially if you're going outside.
Yeah.
Third thing I think is just learning how to fall.
100%.
Just when you first start, practice. That falling technique. Get someone to help you do it. But having that fear of falling sometimes impacts your ability to progress. So it's getting rid of that fear, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I guess the other thing is just finding some YouTube channels as well to get inspiration from some of the people like Skatefish Asher. There's like is it Dirty Debbie, School of Skating. But there's loads of inspirational people out there, isn't there, as well? Like I can't even think of all the names now. But yeah.
Okay. Nice.
For those people out there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, bro. So thank you very much. That concludes all the questions. So thank you very much for Clarissa for asking and Paul for taking part. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know if anyone's got any last thing to say before we go.
I was going to say about the skating community in Manchester. So the skating community in Manchester is quite good, but there's lots of pockets out there.
Yeah.
And if you're new to skating and you're out there skating by yourselves, I suggest that you reach out to some of the different skating groups and just rattling a few off. Going to projects on a Monday, skating group there, good coaches.
Yeah.
You can come down to the group that I go to at Manx Skating. They do a Sunday and a Thursday. You've got the jam skaters who do sessions on a Wednesday, so MCR jam skating. You've got, if you're interested in street skating, you've got the whole MCR street skaters. You can Google them, you can find them on Instagram.
Yeah.
They have Telegram groups as well that you can get involved in. But I just suggest that you reach out to one of the communities in Manchester and get involved in them.
Yeah, and don't be shy as well. That's another thing. But I think from my experience, every one of the people that I've met from the skating community have been really friendly and supportive as well. So if you are, like you say, a new beginner, don't be shy to go to one of those groups or just get yourself out there.
One thing I would add though is with Roll and Vibe, that is a really good way for lots of different communities in Manchester that come together. To come to your sessions.
Yeah.
Get down to one of them and speak to people, and you'll meet a lot of different people. We've met people not just in Manchester, but Liverpool, Birmingham, that come up to your venues.
Yeah.
And just seeing people skating as well, they're doing real good skating is an inspiration to people that are just starting out too. So 100%. Get down to Roll and Vibe as well.
Exactly that. Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, Carissa, anything to say? Or are you?
Now, if you want to wind down your weekend to a nice little smooth, sexy Sunday skate, come down to Lostock High School. We hold a skate there from 7 till 9:30 every other Sunday, sorry, from the 13th of October until the first week of December.
Yes, indeed. Okay, heard it here first. So yeah, thank you very much again, Potter, for taking part. Appreciate
No
your time.
problem. Appreciate you asking me.
Brilliant stuff. And yes, over and out from us. See you
Bye.
later.